Don't you think your soulmate would want to date you? Like, don't you think that your soulmate would want to buy you flowers, not just because it's Valentine's Day, but simply because he just thought about you? Don't you think that your soulmate would sit with you when you are so upset and you're trying to explain to him why the behavior he's exhibiting is upsetting you? Don't you think he would want to sit there calmly and understand, okay, my gorgeous darling princess, what can I do to improve this? What can I do to make you happy? And don't you think he would do this at just simply the bare minimum? If your answer to any of those questions is yes, then my question to you is, why do you continue to accept less than and settle for less than what you know is available? And second of all, less than what you deserve? Because here's the thing. When you settle for less, your behavior is an affirmation. Your actions are the affirmation, and it's an action that is affirming that you do not believe you are worthy of more, you are not deserving, therefore you will never ever receive it. We often talk about abuse in its most extreme sense. So we talk about physical violence, and we talk about financial control, and we talk about blackmailing, and we talk about gaslighting. But abuse can wear many different disguises, one of those being love. And the problem is, this generation has normalized behaviors in relationships that are actually quietly abusive. And honestly, this is exactly what is draining your feminine energy. And ultimately, it's going to leave you emotionally bankrupt. So if you never want to be a quiet victim of any of these things again, then obviously, first of all, you need to be aware of what this type of abuse looks like. This type of abuse that is disguised as love. So stick around because it's all coming up right now. Hi, welcome back to the Vibration Vault. My name is Alia Zavray. I help women all over the world navigate their love life in a more feminine way. So if that sounds like something that you want to do, make sure to subscribe to stick around. Okay, let's begin. So the first thing is that it's just a joke disguise. Let me give you an example. Let's say that previously you have told your partner that you really just want to lose a couple of pounds, and you told him this in confidence. You actually really love your body. You just want to lean out and trim down, and you just told him this in passing. Now, fast forward, you guys are both hanging out with some friends and you're having a mini dinner party. Maybe he makes a comment in front of your friends about your weight, about your eating habits. Oh, you know who's been really loving the cake at the moment? And then making a joke at your expense. And then when you bring it up with him, he tells you to stop being so sensitive, that it's only a joke. Or maybe he tells you to just lighten up. Remember that your feelings are valid, and any humor and any jokes that come at the expense of your safety, your self-respect, and how you ultimately feel about yourself, that's not a joke. That is abusive. That is what's going to steal your confidence, steal your sparkle, and steal your feminine energy. So, how do you address this in a calm and feminine way? You would go into your feminine energy and you would say, I know that your intention wasn't to upset me, but when you made that comment, and then repeat the comment that he made, it made me feel very small. It made me feel really insecure. And I would appreciate if you and I can both avoid jokes like that in the future. If he values you, he is going to take accountability straight away, and immediately he's going to adjust his behavior. I want you to take into account as well, if your partner works in a male-dominated field, like perhaps he's in a sales role and there's a lot of testosterone in the office, sometimes he can bring accidentally some of that lad banter home. However, if you do bring this up with him as an issue and he doesn't adjust and apologize and amend his behavior, then I think it's time for you to really reassess his emotional maturity. Coming up next is the silent treatment spiral. Let me give you an example. So you've both had a disagreement and all of a sudden he's gone radio silent. No calls, no texts, nothing. Better yet, he's blocked you. If a man who is your partner, or you guys are about to be in a relationship, or even worse, if you're married, if your partner, any stage during the relationship, has ever blocked you, that is not normal. This isn't space to reflect. It's just pure emotional manipulation. It's toxic and abusive because it's a power move that is designed to make you anxious. It's designed to make you feel desperate for reconciliation. So, how you would handle this in your divine feminine energy, instead of actually chasing him, which is initially what you want to do, you need to honor your boundaries. And this is only if he hasn't blocked you, he's just ignoring you. You would then say, I can see that right now you need some space. When you're ready, I would love to resolve things between one another together. Then what I want you to do is focus on yourself, because remember, focus goes where energy flows. So now your main job is to put all of your energy and all of your focus into yourself. Go and hang out with your friends. Go and do some self-care, skincare, read a book, go to the gym, go and see your friends, family, I don't care who it is. Go and entertain yourself and go and genuinely distract yourself. Never, ever, ever give in to the urge to beg and apologize and defend yourself. You said what you said, stick by that, and have standards. This is teaching him how you need to be treated and what you will tolerate in the relationship. The next thing is the why do you even need that sabotage. So what I need you to understand here is that some men, certain types of men, and this is what you need to look out for, men tend to be jealous of beautiful women like you and I. They are jealous because of the lifestyle that we are allowed to lead. They are jealous of our pretty privilege. They are jealous of how easy things come to us, and those are the partners that you need to be aware of and you need to stay clear of. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are having a conversation with him and you just bring up the fact that you really want to start a business, or you really want to take a gym course, or you really want to start making some artwork. And he responds with, why do you even need that? Don't you already have enough on your plate? What's really happening here is he's subtly undermining your growth. He's trying to underestimate you. He's trying to make you question your true potential. He's trying to almost psych you out. Right now, a man like that is your biggest opponent. That man hates you. He does not want to see you win. And it's not actually because he hates you. It's because of his own insecurities within himself. He can't stand to see a woman confident enough to go off and be successful in something he could never do. So how do you respond in a feminine way? You would reaffirm your goals with confidence. You would say, you know what, baby? This is something I've been thinking about for so long, and it's really important to me that I have your support in this. But either way, I'm committed to pursuing it. For some reason, everything I touch turns to gold. Don't you agree, babe? Now, when you say this, I want you to watch his reaction closely. A supportive partner is going to encourage you. He's going to be like, you know what it is? Yeah, go for it. You're amazing. You're a winner. And I'm right here behind you. The next thing is the what's a big deal gaslighting edition. Let me give you an example. So you catch him texting another woman, being very friendly, a bit flirty. Overall, you deem it to be inappropriate. You express your discomfort and he brushes it off with, oh my gosh, why are you making such a big deal out of this? You're overreacting. Like, oh my God, she is literally just a friend. The reason why this is so harmful is because your intuition as a woman is being dismissed. And what that's going to do is it's going to make you start to question your own judgment. The biggest thing about a woman in her feminine energy is the fact she's in touch with her intuition. The minute a man makes you question your intuition and makes you feel like you are overdramatic, you are crazy, that's when you start to trust yourself less. That's when you lose your feminine energy. And that is exactly how he steals it from you for himself to gain more power over you. Remember that a mature partner is going to sit with you. First of all, he's going to be honest with you. Second of all, he's going to work to build trust with you and reassure you. Maybe it was a misunderstanding and maybe he has a very good explanation for it. Or perhaps he's been outright caught red-handed. My opinion when someone has been caught red-handed like that is they have been given an opportunity with you. They have been given a luxury and a privilege to be with you. If that isn't enough for them to correct their behavior from the get-go, then they are not your person. That is not your soulmate, because someone who finds a diamond in the rough, someone who finds a diamond isn't going to throw it away for a rock, right? So once he finds you and he sees that you're a diamond, he's not going to throw it away for anything else. So I would say that if he has been caught red-handed, you should run. You've just been given the greatest blessing from God or the greatest blessing from the universe, whatever you believe in. But if it is something where it's been a misunderstanding, like maybe he's not really flirting with her, but you just don't like the fact he's having that one-on-one interaction, then you would say in your feminine energy, it makes me feel really uneasy. I just need clarity on your boundaries and what you deem to be acceptable in a relationship so I can assess whether or not that aligns with my standards and my boundaries for what I want in my husband. When you are having this conversation, I want you to repeat this phrase in your head. If the objective is to be together, then the conversation needs to remain constructive. So to conclude this whole episode, I really want you to remember that your feminine energy thrives when you are in environments where you feel safe, where you feel respected, where you feel genuinely loved. When you allow toxic behaviors to continue and be ongoing in your relationship, every single time you allow that to happen, you are losing and chipping away bit by bit at your feminine energy, at who you are as a person. Think about all that work you have put into becoming this woman that sits before me today. You have put so much patience, time, and love into her. Don't disrespect yourself. Don't allow that when you know that that is not the standard. Don't settle for a love that makes you question if you're asking too much. You're never asking for too much. You're simply asking the wrong man. Settling for less isn't just a compromise. It's an affirmation to the universe that you don't believe that you deserve more. And I promise you, this is a sign that you're watching this, that you do. So that is a wrap for today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, then please make sure to give this episode a like. Please make sure to leave a comment, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So until next time, I love you. Bye.